How to make a paper FLEXAGON. Start with paper that's 4 times longer than it is wide. My paper's 12 inches long and 3 inches wide. I use thicker paper, but you can experiment with any type of paper. You'll also need a ruler, a ballpoint pen, scissors, and tape. You will fold the paper like this. Don't worry, I'll explain every fold. If you need to, hit pause at every step, or watch on slower speed. First, fold the paper in half. Your folds need to be as accurate as possible. Fold one end to another and then mash it flat. The paper should be folded where the green line is. Then take your pen and use the side to crease the fold by rubbing it. Creased! Then use the pen to make marks on the fold, and fold one end to those marks. Your paper should be folded like this. Crease the paper with the pen, then use the pen to mark where the fold is. Fold the other end to the center. Crease the fold and mark it. Now your paper should be folded in fourths. Take one end and fold it to the closest mark, like this. Crease with your pen, but don't mark it. Fold the other end to the nearest mark, like this. And crease, but again, don't mark it. Next, fold one end over to the 1/4 fold that's marked on the other side, from here to here. This should make a fold here. Crease the fold, but don't mark it. Then do the same thing with the other end. This should make a fold here. Now the paper should be folded into eighths. Now we need to fold the paper the long way. Don't worry, I will show you an easy way to do this fold. This fold can be tricky with thicker paper. Use the ruler to measure a halfway mark on the one end. My paper is 3 inches wide, so halfway is 1.5 inches. Now we'll make a mark at the 1.5 inch on the other end. And use the ruler to connect the marks with a straight line. Hold the ruler steady with one hand and draw firmly along the straight edge with the pen. Drawing firmly with the pen will create a crease in the paper. If you fold the paper near the crease, the fold will automatically jump to the crease. The paper should look like this now. Fold it into 16ths, 16 squares. But the FLEXAGON isn't made of squares, so we need to make some triangles. Use the ruler to draw a line from the center of one end to the side of the paper at the nearest quarter-way fold. Like this. Draw firmly so the paper creases. Now I'll draw a line from the center of the end to the quarter-way mark on the other side. You will fold both ends this way, all 4 corners. Next, use the ruler to draw a line from one corner of the paper to the center on the opposite side. Like this. Connect all 4 corners to the center on the opposite side. Take your time and use the ruler and pen to make the folds perfect. The paper should be folded like this. Finally, draw a line that connects one quarter-way mark on one side to the 1 quarter-way mark on the other side. This line should go through the exact center of the paper. Like this. Now connect the quarter-way marks from the opposite sides. Take the time to draw and fold all the lines as neatly as possible. Your paper should be folded like this now. Now use the scissors to cut 1/4 of the end off. You may want to save it, but we don't need it now. Get a piece of tape almost as wide as one end of the paper. Stick the tape on one end of the paper so that it is half on and half off. The sticky side of the tape is pointing up. Roll the other end around so that you can meet the 2 ends together. Press firmly so the tape holds them together. Then put another piece of tape on the outside of the seam where they meet. Push the sides of the paper together until it looks like a triangle. with the tape on one corner. It looks like a triangle this way, but the sides should look like 3 squares. Each side should have a wide isosceles triangle on the top and the bottom. Push these triangles toward each other, like this. Push the sides together, like this. Push the sides together, then open it back up. Do the same thing to the other 2 square sides. Push the triangles toward each other, then push the sides together. This should make the shape look like this. From the sides, the paper should look like this. You'll push the top and the bottom together, like this. You'll do this on all 3 sides. Almost there. By gently pushing the corners together, the whole shape should roll. Sometimes the paper will start to fold the wrong way, so you must help it go the right way. Just gently push on the fold so they pop the right way. Once we tape it again, it will roll much easier. Keep rolling it until you see the sides with the open seams. Here they are. Once we tape these sides together, it will be much stronger. Stick the tape along the seams, then smooth it out. Tape all 3 seams. Now it should roll really smoothly. Try it out.